Hey, how you doing? This is Keith Silverstein here, reminding you to subscribe to DNC Digital.
Standing here with Keith Silverstein. His resume is just so long, and you obviously know who he is. He's done Overwatch. You did a bunch of anime. You were also in Resident Evil. Is that correct?
Yeah. I voice Hunk. I've been voicing Hunk in Resident Evil since I think Umbrella Chronicles was the first one. It's all the way through the recent remake.
You were born on Christmas Eve.
That's true.
Do you get two gifts at once?
It depends. Actually, as an adult, everyone just forgets my birthday, but don't feel so bad for me. As a kid, I was able to finagle it any way I wanted to, either have a separate special party or I could get one giant gift. So it worked out.
Now with video games, cinematically, like they put a story in there, and it has a lot more dialogue than it has like when we played video games. Video game expansion, what do you think that is for the video gaming world, and where are we going to be in 5 years?
Who knows? I mean, what can't they do already now? I mean, I'm not even sure what the next step is, other than the graphics just getting more and more real, the effects getting better and better. But anything they can do in the movies, they can do in games now. So I think when they start plugging it into our brains, and they start, sensory-wise, like, who knows?
Can you tell me about Sandwich Art Sunday?
Sandwich Art Sunday. So I have two little girls. They're 8 and 4. And so for their lunches, when I make them sandwiches, on the plastic bag, I started doing a little drawing, a little doodle or something. It's very difficult to draw in a plastic bag. Don't think it's not.
I assume the ink kind of smears off.
The ink smears. It's never going to be perfect. You do the best that you can with it. It's very difficult to do. I trace a lot of them. So if you follow me on Instagram, a lot of them are traced, and then I embellish afterwards. And that's mainly because I don't have that kind of crazy time in the morning to to really do that. But I start drawing things on that so that when they get to school, they open it up and they've got a drawing on their sandwich bag.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you can retrace back and see some of those.
I also found out that me and you are both from Union County, New Jersey.
See?
You're from Plainfield and I'm from Elizabeth.
Absolutely.
But then we spoke and you said that you were there for foster care.
Yes. Yeah, I was adopted. So I was born in Jersey, and I think I was adopted when I was about 2.5 months old. I don't remember. I was very young, but I think that's what it was. I think it was around there. So that was the extent of the time I spent in Jersey. So,
the voice acting world, did that provide like maybe an escape when you were a little kid or a teenager, and you just went into?
As a little kid and a teenager, I had no idea what I wanted to do. In fact, when I was younger, my problem was I was too spread out. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of everything, and the problem with that is then I got mediocre at like 7 or 8 different things. So it helped when I finally got some focus and decided this is what I wanted to do. I always did voices when I was a kid. I just never thought of it as a viable career. I don't know why that was. It just never occurred to me.
When you do voice acting, you get to keep some type of anonymity. And when you see a movie star walk down the street, like holy crap, it's Brad Pitt, it's Angelina Jolie. When you're in the supermarket and maybe you just play with do a voice or something, people realize that you're the voice behind a character that means so much to them. What kind of response do they give you?
That's funny. I think it really depends on where you are, because I could walk around all day doing like Torbjorn's voice from Overwatch, and I'd only get, depending on where I am. Maybe if I'm at a con like this, I would get a reaction. But if I were just at the mall, most people would be like, whatever, and a few people would be like, wait a minute. So the anonymity is a very cool thing. I mean, it's nice to be able to go to a con and get noticed and have people appreciate the things you've done. I mean, that's very cool. But it's also nice to just be able to go through your normal day and not have to stop every 30 seconds. So,
Keith, where can they find you on social media?
On Twitter, which is mainly where I'm at Silvertalkie, SILVERTALKIE. I'm just Keith Silverstein on Instagram, and on Facebook, Keith Silverstein Voice Artist.
Keith Silverstein, thank you so much for your time, sir.
My pleasure.
I hope you have a great time this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you.